Hi there, Taryn here. For those of you who don't know me, it's awesome to connect with you today. Today is new moon, and it's the last new moon of 2020. Um, and we all know that 2020 has certainly been a surprising year. It's been a year that has created a complete and utter shift in perspective. No matter where you are or who you are, there has been perspective that has shifted in this year. And today I was guided, and I'm not always, I love to say I'll do this every new moon, or every full moon or whenever it is. But the truth is, I'm guided to do these things when the energy is right. And so today I've been quite filled with sort of inspiration and the prompts to connect with all of you in this way. And so this new moon energy is really a time that is inviting something to filter into our consciousness. When I connect in with the energy of this new moon, and new moon is typically a time of setting intention and facing that which needs to be faced and releasing. But the truth of it is we all have our own cycles with the moon. And so whatever this new moon energy is for you, that's more important than sort of a script of what new moon is about. But what the energy is that's coming forward very strongly for this new moon is the energy of reform. Now, when you take that word reform, to reformat something is to clear it out and to start again. That's what we do with our computers, or we reformat a document or something like that. A reform is where there's almost like a sense of releasing that which no longer serves and forming something new. So this idea of bringing something new into form, allowing something new to take shape, to allow yourself to shape shift into a new kind of form as we kind of reflect on this year and what 2020 has given us in all its curious quirks and disruptions and losses and opportunities and transformations. Is there's an opportunity for us to look at ourselves and say, how have I shifted in form, and how do I want to reform myself? And there's many words that we use for this. It could be, the ascension process is often what people use, is shifting my own sense of energy and allowing myself to step into a place of flow and surrender, embracing more of the divine feminine. There's so many different aspects of this, and I really hate to bring it down to a one thing, because that's not necessarily useful. Is that for you to reflect for yourself is what is the form that you want to take as you move forward? How do you want to allow yourself to reform through this process? And so I'm going to pull a card and see what message comes up there, and then I'm going to be doing a meditation. If you want to skip just to the meditation, I'll put that in the notes below at what time the meditation starts. And it's a beautiful meditation to support this energy of the new moon and this reforming of ourselves that's happening. As we kind of moving from 2020 into the new year, there's a lot of people that kind of go, oh, well, 2020 is done and we can move into 2021. The truth is, there's no magical formula that happens on 31 December that transforms the world. But what we do have is we have an opportunity in the rituals of Earth to shift our intention and to choose different things. And it marks a place where we move from one place to another. And so you will see, or I'll put a link in it as well, is a ritual that I do offer. If you're looking for something that is a reflective process to notice, how do I allow myself to gain the insights and the gifts from 2020 and use this time of transition between 2020 and 2021 in a powerful and intentional way for your own healing and your own growth? So let's pick a card and see what the card is for today, and that can govern the guidance that's available for everybody who sees this video. Even if it's not on new moon, the energy will support you at that point. And the card is release the shame. Release the shame. And I love it because you can see the this on this card, you can see there's a big self holding the small self in a cage. Often we can think of this as our higher self and our physical self. Or I'm not a fan of saying the ego and the soul, because the ego serves us in many, many ways. So it's not something that is negative, but the sort of sense of keeping ourselves small. And so again, this reform, allow yourself to step into the form, into the shape of who you are. Shame is one of the cruelties of the mind is shame. And shame is a sort of energy that keeps us very much in a critical, a self-abusive cycle, feeling ashamed of what we said or what we've done or what we haven't done or what we should have been doing or who we should be or who we shouldn't be, ashamed of our needs, ashamed of what we want, ashamed to step into our light, ashamed of our desire for attention. All these things can trigger a level of shame. And so releasing ourselves from the shame is the way to do that is with compassion, is to say you're allowed your experience, you're allowed your human experience. And the human experience is a great gift. It's messy and it's awkward and it's difficult. And if anything, this year has shown us how messy life can be. And then our own opportunity to learn about ourselves in that, and the opportunity to shift forward in that is quite amazing. So you can hold on to that card. I'm going to go into a meditation now. It's going to be a guided meditation. I do not know how long it would be. My guidance I have is normally about 15 minutes. So make sure you have some time for that, a place of stillness where you can access this, and really allow yourself to do this anywhere. And you can do it on repeat if you want. To get the full benefit of this meditation. So I'm just going to share my screen to a beautiful picture here, so that if you don't want to close your eyes, you can have a look at this and just allow yourself to be drawn into this picture as part of the meditation. So pause now if you need to get yourself ready. Otherwise, I'm going to start the meditation and really allow us to go into a place of reforming. So take a minute to settle into wherever you are, whether you're standing or sitting or lying. Just settle in to this moment. Allow yourself to just be still. No pressure to perform, nothing to do. Just be in this moment now. And just wait. Just wait for yourself to become aware of this moment. Patiently allowing yourself to be drawn, to notice yourself in this moment. And as you just become aware, notice any sounds going on around you and welcome them into this moment. Nothing to resist. Everything is just the way it needs to be. Notice your mind. Notice the thoughts. Just paying attention to seeing how your mind has so many different dynamics going on in it. Allow it to be so. Just welcome it in. Notice your breathing. Just notice the rhythm of the air moving in and out of your body at its own pace, in the way that's just right for you at this moment. Notice how it may shift or change as you pay attention to it. Notice your body. Notice any muscles that need to unwind or relax. Notice any tension or any pain. Just with love and attention. Just allowing yourself to be fully immersed into the sacredness of this moment. As you continue to just pause the need to perform and notice the essence of you. Become aware of the energy pulse within your body, however you imagine or feel that to be. Just become aware of the energy in you and around you. What does it feel like? Does it have any rhythm? Does it have any color? No right, no wrong. Just notice the energy within you and around you. Noticing that you are physical and ethereal at the same time. You have an energetic pulse and a physical pulse. You have a physical form and an energy form. How glorious it is to notice all of this about yourself in this moment. No resistance to anything. Just aware and still. As you embrace the stillness, you are invited to go on a little journey with the divine. You can feel your energy body starting to move towards this invitation, knowing that it's loving and safe to go and explore whatever gifts are being offered. Your energy starts to travel along a path, gently and easily, as you pay attention to all that is happening. Notice this pathway. It's beautifully surrounded by trees. As you move along into a forest, you notice it is nighttime. Beautiful, still, balmy evening. The trees move with the wind around you, gently and easily, as you make your way along the path. The darkness of the night envelopes you in a cocoon that feels comforting and supportive. There's no fear. You can hear the rustling of the animals around you, playing in the night light. Perhaps you become aware of one or two specifically presenting themselves to you. Perhaps not. As you continue to move through the pathway, you feel a sense of ease and anticipation, knowing that you're almost at a sacred place. The trees open up into a beautiful clearing, and in front of you is a dark lake, a beautiful expanse of water. The entire lake is surrounded by the trees. This is a place of healing. As you look up, you notice the shadow of the moon in the dark sky and the twinkling lights of many stars, casting light down onto the water. As you look at the water, you can see these lights playing on the water like little sparkles. You start to move into the water effortlessly and easily. Letting the water surround you. It's beautiful and warm, gentle, safe. As you step into the water, you can feel the healing presence of many beings of light around you. This pool of healing water envelopes you and holds you as you turn and lie on your back to just float on the top of the water. You can feel the gentle current of the water as you just float along. Arms out. There's no fear. Everything's just holding you and supporting you. And feel the water infusing into your energy body, bringing with it the opportunity for all that no longer serves to be released. You just allow it to be cleansed away. As you continue to float on the water, you may hear the sound of angels and beings of light around you. You may only hear stillness. You You may sense or feel various things in your body. You allow it to all be naturally healing for you. This deep place of stillness, of reflection, of release. You open your eyes and you notice the stars in the dark sky above you. Sparkling with beautiful light. And you start to notice the light falling from the stars down to you. Beams of cosmic energy making its way to the pool of water that you're in. As the starlight connects with the water and with your body, you can feel yourself receiving the love, the care, the healing of the divine. You are loved. You are safe. You are whole. You are beautiful. You are precious. You are brave. You are a divine being of light. Just receive the grace of this healing moment. You start to notice the current is pulling you back to the edge of the water. You are ready to leave this amazing place with gratitude, sense of lightness, and a sense of joy and playfulness. Knowing you can return here any time you allow yourself to leave the water. As you stand on the water's edge, you notice all the beings of light that have been supporting you and loving you in this moment. They bow to you in gratitude as you receive their love. And you turn and make your way back down the path through the forest, gently and easily, excited to come back into the form of your body and allow this new energy to infuse you with life. You are excited to join your physical body again. It's such a gift to be alive. As you feel your energy making its way back into your body, Welcome it in and allow it to settle. Let your heart receive. Let your mind receive. Let your body receive. And when you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers, put a smile on your face, move your toes, and come back to life. Open your eyes with gratitude and joy for this life you have. Namaste.